Hi everybody, woohoo! Welcome to Axion Token channel. Of course, we're going to get into a lot of stuff, so great to have everybody here. We got Prana is first in the house, so nice to see you, Prana, in the house, and Kim's in there as well. Hi, sirs and all sirs. Very, very cool to see Kim in there. Very, very nice. And of course, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. And as we stated in the title, we're going to talk about a few things here. So we're going to talk about. Let me have a look here. We're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the Axion price, the annual percentage return, which I actually got on a different spreadsheet. So we'll talk about that. And of course, we've got buy opportunities as well with Axion. Obviously, it's a buyer's market at the moment for Axion. And you can pick up a good amount of Axion. So it's pretty cool. We're also going to look at the Axion burn and Bitcoin divs. So it's going to be pretty cool with that. The other thing we're going to look at is, of course, Warp. Warp is a separate project under the general wider ecosystem for Axion, built by the development team of Axion. So we're going to look at that. And they're about to open the Starship factory within 36 hours, so a day and a half. We're counting it down. So it's a pretty big deal, a major milestone in that project. It's kind of the second round. The launch of Warp is kind of in stages, and this is the second stage is the next big stage. It's going to be pretty exciting to see that. For sure. Kim's got Anil Sirs. Hey, Kim, good to see you. Hoblio's in there, of course, a third. Hey, lucky third. It's got to be pretty good. And I've been hard buying Axion today. Oh, nice one, Kim. So Kim's been accumulating the Axion. Nice, nice. I've been buying Axion in the last couple of days, and we're going to look at that too. Crypto Casinos in the house. Morning all. 20 minutes. Then I got to work. Says Crypto Casino. Hey, it was a pleasure to have both you and Prana on the live stream the other day, and we will definitely be doing more collabs and more community live streams coming out. We're just warming up, folks, and I hope you've enjoyed. We're doing more variety, and it's going to just increase as the year goes on, so it's going to be pretty cool. Kim says, my swap's timed out, hard as in. I couldn't, and Crypto CC says, was awesome, mate. Yeah, a lot of fun. We're going to do a lot more of that for sure. Okay, so here we are on the Axion price, which is not where I was going to start, but this is where we are. So we'll just have a look at here at the moment. We've got the price just zigzagging at the moment. We had a nice little recovery. So let's see where we are the last 24 hours. We're currently at a quadruple 0.3597. And let's go back to 20 hours ago. So we're going to look for that. And of course, here we are here. So on the 20 hours, we're actually down 2.9% on the 24 hours, but we were down 10.7%, and of course we were also up only a few hours ago. We were up actually close to 4%. So a bit of a volatility in the chart there. Easily moved up and down with the liquidity as well. So that's pretty much happened there. We've got some nice buying in here. Look at this. We had a couple, probably about 3 Ethereum of buying. That was pretty good and pushed the price up here to quadruple 0.38. I actually thought we may just get back over the 4 there. That's quadruple 0.4. So I was thinking we might get that. We may do. So we'll see how we go on that. Just have a few little people selling into that price after the price rise. Pretty classic, actually, to be honest, to get quite a bit of that. But man, oh man, you can pick up a ton at the moment. So yeah, we had a price rise of 16%. Not surprising to see some selling in that. Let's have a look at the Fibonacci just on that little time frame. Let's get a Fib retracement there. And of course, we're now on the we basically hit close to the 50% on the Fibonacci, about halfway there. So not surprising at all. With this one here, we actually did reasonably well on the Fibonacci. So I've got the 3 ones. So let me just jump over there. Fibonacci. I've lost the Fibonacci. Where's it gone? Boy, there it is up here. Sorry about that. So there's the Fibonacci. And of course, let's have a look at this one. We actually went down to there. So, we were probably went down to, we recovered, sorry, I should say, up to just probably about 70, or maybe 65 on the Fibonacci recovery. So pretty interesting there on that. And going well. So let's have a look at let's full screen on the daily. Just going to get rid of these. Might have to get rid of them on the daily there. Let me just jump over there for a second and wait for that to launch there. Yeah, so we've got the fibs there. Let me just delete those and delete that one too. All right, so our target is to get it back up to that 0001 line, that orange line there. That's where we want to get to. So if we zoom that across, we want to get to that. And of course, at the moment, we've got this big concave. It is losing momentum, but even at this time, at any price, you can still fall 50%. So we're just waiting for that selling pressure to remove itself. And it is pretty close to doing that. I think we don't see too often big wallets selling. Typically, they're towards the bottom of the top 50 now. Those are the only ones that sell. We saw number 47 wallet sell the other day. But apart from that, we're not seeing anything much higher than that these days. And we have seen a few wallets accumulating at the moment. So people are definitely trying to pick up the deals. So I think it's probably a pretty reasonable buying opportunity at the moment for buyers. And of course, you can make pretty big gains off the lower price. You can make much bigger X gains, and that's probably the key message there. So not investment advice, but definitely looks pretty exciting in terms of the price ramp ups. I mean, imagine we get up to we get recovered back to 0001 from here, then that's a 174% return. So it's almost a 2x from there. So it's pretty good. So let's have a quick look out of here, and we're going to have a look at the let's have a look at the amount that you can get. So one Ethereum at the moment will get you pretty close to 75 million, and that's just buying on the market. That's not going through the accelerator where you get all the bonuses. So one ETH for 75 million there, just about. So pretty cool. And let's have a look at some of the metrics here. Total liquidity, 182,000 US dollars. Volume for the day, 18,000. And pooled ETH, there's 34.15 ETH in the pool versus a 2.9 billion in Axion in the pool. That's the results at the moment. And what else have we got there that's interesting? The circulating supply, obviously 81.5 billion. Over 10 million of that is in the dev wallet, so that's probably 71.5. So that gives you some of the key metrics there. Obviously, our DEX score is looking pretty good, 79 out of 99 is good too as well with there. But we're actually getting quite a lot of buys. We just had a couple of sales in here. So we've had two sales here, 11.5 and 12 and 13 million. Otherwise, we've been getting a lot of steady buys in there, generally speaking. We did have a bout of selling here just a bit earlier. Another bout there as well as selling, but quite small on the most of the volumes are quite small. Talking about 10,000, 50,000. It's not a big number in Axion. So the only things that really significantly move the price around are when you get something like 7.5 million. That's also we had a 30 million. That was probably the big one that triggered off the sell. We were actually rising quite strongly. It was probably the one that probably impacted there at the moment. So once again, those are relatively small wallets compared to the top 50, which is like over 200,000. 200 million Axion is in top 50 wallets. Pretty cool. Let's go to some of the comments here. Just kind of my price coverage at the moment. Let's have a look here. Actually, we're going to look at some of the indicators before we get into some of the comments. So we'll pull that up. Let me just jump down and pull those up. We've got the RSI. Let's see. We've got the DMI. We can see that the sellers have taken control. The buyers were in control back here, but the sellers have taken control. And the buyers are down here. The signal lines crossed over. So what I think was we'll just have to wait and see whether this green signal line can move back up and take control again. So that's what we're waiting to see at the moment. All right, let's have a look here on let's have a look at actually I was going to do the RSI as well. Let me just jump back to that. And as you can see, the RSI is really quite low, so there's plenty of room for a rally. Once we get a rally on, plenty of room to do that. That's probably the last comment I make about the price. Nice. All right, let's get into the comments, see what we've got in there. Kim says, guess the price kept changing. Yeah, probably did, Kim. As you see, the volatility is quite up and down there for a little while. We were getting a bit of momentum, as I say, but it just takes a few wallets to sell. Prana says, I look forward to hearing from more people on the mic. Me too, Prana. Absolutely agree with that. John Atkins in the house, Axion Token member represented. And, of course, Morning Suit Man and everybody. Hey, great to see you, John. And, of course, Crypto Casino is also a channel member, but also a community promoter of Axion. So go subscribe to Crypto Casino. Check the channels tab here on YouTube on Axion Token. You'll find Crypto Casino. Go subscribe and get some really great content and different perspectives than what I provide. So it's pretty cool. Prana says, hi all. And Kim says, I used the recommended high gas fee. Yeah, interesting. It's probably you could probably get into Discord and talk to the marketing director, Pullen, about the gas fee. Not sure what was happening to you there. I was trying to buy during the low, had no chance. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening there, Kim, but weird to me. Wales must have been paying in full mathematics to get it. Yeah, I'm not sure whether you're facing some unusual congestion at the time or what that was. It's very hard to tell. Prana says, make sure you have the correct and recommended RPC. Yeah, that might be the case. So maybe make sure you have that. And Prana's got that there, polygon-rpc.com. Nice one. Thanks, Prana. Morning. John Atkins says, morning, CC. And Prana says, in your MetaMask wallet. Yeah, I use Sushi Swap. Yeah, you're using Sushi Swap, so it probably wouldn't matter. But definitely my MetaMask to try my buys. Yeah, that's where everyone's buying Axion. You buy it on the Sushi Swap. And Prana's got Axion.net, how to buy Axion. So there, try to use that. Maybe just reset that, Kim, is probably a good idea, and see whether you can fix it up. You can use the official links here. Cheers. I'll recheck how I'm buying. Yeah. I think you're using the right one, but just double checked. Maybe on the wrong pair. But Kim, pretty sure you've bought before, so not sure why that would have a problem. Crypto Casino said, had a chat with Pullen last night and the Twitter Raiders. Good things coming, guys. Join the Twitter Raiders for a chance to win $100, guys. So yeah, okay. So the Twitter Raiders, you're talking about the Gorillas. There's 30 official members in the Gorillas. I think Prana was in the second lot of Gorillas, so Prana's in that team. So yeah, definitely. Kim says, yes, I think it was. I remember the price being 33,000 range when trying to buy. That seemed really, yeah, that's I've not seen that myself. I know 2,000's been there, but 33, something may have been wrong there, Kim. Sometimes it's something wrong with the gas or with the Matic that you have or something. Maybe not enough Matic or something. I don't know. You've probably got plenty. Definitely reset it there. And maybe it was just an unusual moment in the blockchain. It's hard to tell. But yeah. So CC says, had a chat with Pullen. So yeah, good things coming. So the Gorillas, there's 30 of them. They're doing an awesome job on Twitter. A big shout out to them. And hopefully they're going to get some little incentives in that program. I think that's going to drive a lot of value. But definitely, it's a good time to pull up Axion. As I say, I've done a couple of buys. I think I've done 4 or 5 buys at this range, and I'm looking to do more buys in this range of the price range. So we'll see how that goes. Right, let's jump over to the accelerator and see how that's going, because I wanted to cover topics. Actually, I might cover APR on another video. So that's the annual percentage return. I'm going to cover that on another video because I actually just realized I haven't got the spreadsheet popped up here. It's on my other older computer. So I'll have to come back to that. So at the moment, we've got 12 hours and 10 minutes to go until the bonus recharges through the accelerator. We've got 356.7 million Axion. And of course, that starts at 375 every 24 hours. And of course, that's what gets shared if you buy and stake in Axion through the accelerator. So that's one of the cool features that Axion has, that you can buy and stake Axion on one go. You don't have to buy Axion on an exchange and then come over and stake it. You can do it all in one go. And then, of course, you can get the benefits as well. There's incentives to do so. So it's pretty cool. There's 5% been sold so far, 95% remaining. And where we're at the moment. So that's probably a little bit lower than normal. Normally when we check in here, it's maybe somewhere between 87 and 92% at this time of the day. So it's a little higher than normal. What else we got going? So we're going to go down and see the total results. So 19 million Axion's been sold so far, $681. The Axion burn is 9.5 million, $342, and the Bitcoin paid out $0.00511109 so far. Now, when people buy and stake, the money that they buy and stake in there is used by the platform to go and buy Axion, 55%, and that is burned. So that goes to Sushi Swap, buys Axion and burns that Axion. And of course, that goes off the market, helps support the price longer term. We're waiting to get to a critical mass at some stage, but I think we have to have multiple strategies to do that. And of course, we're looking, obviously, new investors is one of the biggest one to get us there. Number 2, of course, is 30%, is used to go and buy wrap Bitcoin divs. And of course, that pays out to stakers. So once you buy and stake in the accelerator, you become a staker and you get the benefits of future people buying and staking. That's how it works. 15% goes to the Axion team for marketing and development and staff costs and things like that. So it helps sustainability of the platform. Very cool. And of course, that it gets voted on from time to time where that gets allocated. So that's cool. So looking good there. So far, people have used 140 Matic in the accelerator to buy and stake. They've used $315 US to as well. And of course, wrap Bitcoin 0.002690. So you can use any of these 6 tokens to get in there, folks. Now, I always say get onto Axion.network. This is the website, and do your investment due diligence. In other words, do your research. The 2 main products are the accelerator, which we were just on. And of course, this is where you buy and stake in one go and get all the benefits. You get more benefits than buying through Sushi Swap on the market, and you get the stake and earn 8% interest plus you get a lot of other benefits, which we'll go through. Also, you get the chance to use the collider, which is a potential chance of getting a bonus investment that based on what you invested. So it's pretty cool as well. There's lots of great stuff on here. I always like the news with the updates. They're really cool. And of course, if you have any questions after checking out the whole site, how to buy Axion, for example, and also the calculators here, you can check that out. But there's the Axion portal. That's where I'm at the moment. This is the Axion platform. So you definitely check that out. I like to click the advanced tab when I'm on the accelerated page. This is where the main page when you buy and stake Axion. And of course, you can select from any of these tokens. Now, Axion is on the Polygon network, second layer of Ethereum. So you have to make sure that everything's Polygon compatible. But when you come to this site, it will prompt you to put in the Polygon network into your MetaMask. And so you'll be perfectly good with that with the correct RPC address. Now, it's got Matic, Wrapped ETH, USDC, DiStable, Wrapped Bitcoin, and Chainlink. So you can select any of those, put in the amount that you want to spend or invest. And then, of course, this how long you stake determines what your benefits are. So longer pays better. It's pretty easy, folks. So if you do anything more than 350 days, let's go through that. If you do 350 days or more, you will get a benefit of 1% per year. Plus, you'll get the first big payday. Every year that you stake, you get 1% more bonus. So 15 years would be, let's say, 5,555 for 15.2 years. That would give you 15%, which is the max bonus. And that bonus comes out of here. On top of that, of course, if you stake for 350 days in the first couple of years, you can get big paydays bonuses as well. They show up here, and that gives you your total Axion bonus at the end based on current prices of Axion. So obviously, if the price of Axion goes up, all these values will go up, and you'll be very smiley there in particular. So cool. On top of that, you get the bonus particle NFT. And of course, you can use this in the collider. It's pretty easy. And then on top of that, you get wrapped Bitcoin divs. So there's tons of incentives there. And the wrapped Bitcoin divs, you can withdraw at any time. So it's pretty cool. So that's pretty much an overview of that, folks. Just connect your wallet and then confirm that transaction, and it will deduct your investment and set up your stake. Your stake will show up on the staking page. Your particle NFT bonus will show up here. And if you want to use it in the collider, you can go and use it. Put it in here. You can set the benefit. Longer pays better as usual. And then just engage the collider. You got a 4% chance of winning, and you could win something like $2,000 as the max prize. So it's currently $1,791 at the moment. So it just depends on what the price of Axion, how much that is. But the maximum is 50 million Axion is the maximum that you could possibly win. There's all different ranges of that. You could 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x, etc. Really, it's got a lot of variable. So that's pretty cool on the four main pages there. And then, of course, there's a launch pad as well, which gives you really cool opportunities to get into new projects at the sort of a pre-sale price. And we've got potentially two coming up to be confirmed, but potentially two. One of them potentially could, if it gets signed up, could be a big household name. That could be pretty amazing to get access to that. So cool. Then, of course, we've got the top page is the dashboard. We're going to go through that quickly. But first, we'll just look at some of Kim's comments. Yes, I think it was. I remember the price being 33,000 Gwei. Yeah, bit unusual, that's for sure. Yeah, unconfirmed, just failed. Oh, that's probably good. It did fail. And sweet, worked. Nice one, Kim. Nice. Woohoo, says Prana. Thanks. Nice one. Guess before just was bad luck. I think so, Kim. I think so. But at least the price has come back a bit for you. Kim, it's come back. So quadruple 036. So not too bad. Let's have a look at the ecosystem. Just going to make sure I'm covering off all my topics. So I've covered off the price. We're going to talk about APR, annual percentage return, another day. You can see that up at the moment. It says earn up to 47% APR, but that is inclusive of wrapped Bitcoin dividends. And so we're going to talk about that in a spreadsheet because this 47% will also depend on the price of Axion and of course the amount that's sold or how much people invest through the accelerator is how much Bitcoin you get. So that's that there's got a couple of features that will move the APR percentage around, and also how long you invest for is the other one that you have control over. So cool. All right, let's have a look at the dashboard. We're going to get into that. So obviously we're going to look at the Axion burn now. So we're going to jump down to that. So at the moment we've got total supply 334.4 billion Axion. 24% is circulating supply. That's 81.5 billion, and of course about 10 billion of that is in the team's development wallet. So really we're at about 71.5. Total stake to 76%, 252.8 billion, and of course of that 49%, which is the best in crypto, for staking is 163 billion is staked for 15 2-point years. Why do people do that, folks? It's because they get, when you stake your Axion, you swap it for shares and you get over 305% when you stake it for 15.2 years, folks. That's the case. Also, there was a few extra incentives along the way that have helped people stake that long, but those are definitely the best. The average stake period is over 8 years in Axion, which is the very best in crypto. That compares to Hex, which is about 6.11 years, and Wise Token, which is 3.7 years, which are the other two big certificate deposits on the blockchain. Apart from that basic feature, they are all very different from each other. They offer different incentives and have a lot of different features and benefits. Obviously, Axion offers you wrapped Bitcoin dividends. You don't get that with those other projects. So just remember that there are big differences apart from that. So cool. The Axion burn, let's have a look, 36.5 billion. That looks pretty cool. I think we're going to go check how much we got burnt on the blockchain now. So let's go have a look here. We're going to go onto the actual blockchain. This is the dead address or the burn address, and we're going to see how much this is. So we're just popping in there. Let's see how we go. 55 minutes ago. The beautiful thing about doing the live stream at this time is that we often get the burn show up at just when we're doing the live show. So 55 minutes, it was 10 million. We also got 1 day, 60 minutes ago, we got 87. So that's pretty cool. These 2 days we have not reported. So we got 97 million burned. So pretty cool. We're going to jump over to the Discord, and we're going to report that as our special part of the show, Burn Baby Burn show. We're going to do that, and Oblio's going to try and beat me, but may the best person win there. That's for sure. All right, let me just jump onto this in a second. We're going to go over to the Burn Baby Burn. Here we are. Oblio, good luck to you, or anyone else for that matter, who's going to try and Burn Baby Burn and compete me on here. Burn Baby Burn. Let's go, and what I say, 89 million. Is that what I said? Let's jump over to there. Let me just pull this up first, and we're going to jump around that. Let's push that over there. We've got 87.5. That's close enough. 87. Let's go back. 87.5 million Axion burned last 2 days. Total. I haven't preset it this time, Oblio, so that's why it's a bit slower. Total burn now. This is a massive number right now. Let me get on there. Man, these Apple keyboards are so tiny. They're so tiny for you. Like I don't know. They're like designed for like tiny people. All right, so 36.5. Let's put that whole number in. That sounds good to me. Let's take a copy of that. Hopefully that will work. Let's paste that in. Bam. All right, Axion. Right, so very cool. All right, so that's a pretty big number. Let's actually tone that down. And let's plug that. Let's go here and let's put a billion on that. I love the billion. Billion has a lot more flavor to it, as you know. Like a fine chef. You got to have the fine chef there. Let's put a decimal in there. We often find that a lot of people from Europe use a little comma instead. So cool. Let's put the fire. Are you ready? So Oblio's in there. Burn, baby, burn, folks. Axion is burning Axion. That means it goes off the market and it helps support the Axion price. So let's go. Bam, there we go. So we're going to put the fire on there. And bam, did I get it? I'm not sure. I think I got that. For sure. So nice. And we're going to turn. All right. So very cool. We got the fire on that too. We're going good. I think I got you there. I'm pretty sure I got you there on that. I couldn't see. It was a little blind, but I thought that you came in after me. That's for the way we go for Shokes. So nice one there. And we're going to do a rocket to this too for sure. And some Axion love there. So nice one. Get in there, folks, and smash all those emojis. You know me, I love the emojis for sure. That's pretty cool. So that's my favorite section, Burn Baby Burn, because I know that it's going to help the fundamentals over time. That's pretty exciting. Let's get into some of the comps here. We've got a lot more comments. We're going to get into Warp next because we've pretty much covered the Axion ecosystem and talk about the price and the buying opportunities at the moment, of course, and the bigger returns you can get. Happy says, Kim, hey, Kim, congratulations on picking up some more Axion. Big shout out. Very nice. And Crypto Casino says, keep up the good work, mate. Take care. All got to spray a roof now. Crypto Casino, have the great day and enjoy your coffee. But hard work, good old CC. Take care, CC, says Prana, and cheers, CC. Have a good day. Prana says, hope that's a flat roof. Yeah, me too, but easy to do. Hey, Tom Hendricks is in the house. Hey, Tom, good to see you. Woohoo! Hey, thank you for being here, Superman. Always great to hear from your updates. Hey, Tom, I do appreciate that. And right back at you. You know me, I'm here not every day now. I've tried to change the shows around to fit the format of the products that Axion's offering. So obviously, as we move from all the auctions and stuff, I've got to change it around just to match up. But very, very cool to be here, Tom. And Kim says, looking like a good bottom. I think so. We think that the bottom is coming. We think the bottom is coming, forming that half big cup bottom. I'm hoping, yeah. Obviously, price can always go down 50% of whatever it is. It can always do that. But also the momentum is the actual rate of change is what we're looking at to say that the price is slowing down. And also the number of wallets. And I have done a video about a week ago on the top 52 wallets, everything that was over 200,000. And we actually found that there wasn't much big movement amongst the big accounts. And that it would just been a couple of the lower accounts, maybe in the top, maybe 35 or something. And we'd had actually quite a few big buyers. Now, the only big wallet I've seen since that time is number 47, which sold 2 days ago. Otherwise, we've got lots of smaller wallets selling, 7 million, 10 million, maybe 30 million tops. So rather than 250,000, 250 million. So I think that it does give an indication that maybe the sellers are going to get beaten out by the buyers soon enough. Kim says halfway through the cup. Yeah. And you're getting quick, says Oblio. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got you on that, Oblio, just by a fraction, because I'm pretty sure you hit it afterwards. I could be wrong, but I really do feel like that. So nice little competition there between Oblio and I. That's pretty funny. Ruckus says that that fire is useful for winter up here. Hope you're enjoying your summer down there, man. Yeah, it's pretty hot. It's a little cooler today, but it's pretty hot, and I like that. It's pretty nice. We've had a pretty good summer here for sure. All right, let's jump over to the Warp and check out this. So the Warp, bam. So this is a project built by the Axion development team. And, man, it's been fantastic. They've had a really big success. So we're going to jump over from Axion. We're going to jump over to the Warp on Discord and join that community. So you can see I've posted the video there, just Warp Starship Factory opens. That's the big news. And, of course, let's have a look at their memberships. Members 18,100 in there. Twitter followers 19,500. So amazing a membership there. Obviously, you want those members to be engaged. So the level of engagement's an interesting question, but very exciting, folks. And of course, the ship factory there one day. So nice. Let me just open that up a bit bigger so we can see a bit more of that stuff. So pretty cool. I often get in the general chat there, say hello. There's also a strategy chat, which is pretty cool. So you can talk about strategy. This is a game. This is really decentralized finance investing matched with gamification finance. So it's kind of a mixture of those. Very, very cool. And you can get in to talk about strategy there as well. So we're general there. You can see a lot of people in there. So it's pretty active. And that's going to fire up. I think it's going through its second wave. So it had its first wave when it launched. And then it's come down. And then it's going to come have another wave launch as well when they open up the next section. So we're going to talk about that soon. We're going to jump here. So if you want to get to the Warp app, you just hit there. That's on warp.bond. I have got the link in the video description. So just check that. And then it will bring you to the DApp here. Now you have to lock up. You have to sign up your wallet. I've just got a test wallet here. So you can actually see the announcements at the top here. I'm pretty sure. Let me go back. So you got some news. This is the Galactic feed. So you can see the gamification, and it makes investing fun. And I think this is pretty cool. This is a version of an OHM, an OHM. And of course, they've been super successful, like Olympus. Typically, you build up a treasury. People buy the bonds, builds up a treasury, and then the market speculates on that treasury, levering that asset value indirectly. And so that's how the market value can go up quite a bit. So they also go through cycles as well. So that's you got to take that into account. They can be volatile too. But over time, if you build that treasury up, it gives an implied value to the project overall. All right. So as you can see, this account's got nothing in it. It's got no starships, no parts, no fuel cells. This is what you need to play the game and play your investment. So when we say that, means you got to go hunt for your APY, your annual percentage yield. You got to hunt for it on different planets. You need ships to do that. You can stay on the home world, which is Earth, of course, and you can get a return doing it that way. But really is a strategic game. That strategic part has only been around the game parts at the moment, but it's going to be a major. The main game part is about to open up, and so that's going to be pretty awesome. So here we are. We've got here. Let me just get to the right page. We're going to go back to the first announcement. So the first greetings, Warp Captains. The Starship factory is officially unlocking in 1 day and 11 hours and 38 minutes. So that's the 36 hours I was talking about. Assemble the parts you need through bonding and prepare to assemble the first rounds of Warp Starships. So pretty exciting. That is only 36 hours away. People have had to wait about 10 days, I think, since the original launch. So they're about to be rewarded. And, of course, it's going to unleash the full potential of this project. And the gamification is unique to Warp. So pretty cool. So nice stuff there. And there's other stuff there happening there. So those are past announcements. This is the latest one here. So if we go to the way it works is that you have the overview of the Warp economy. This gives you the whole big global picture. And, of course, the market price of Warp at the moment is $523. The market cap is 1.3 million US dollars. Circulating supply of Warp is 817 Warp. The total supply of Warp is 2,491 Warp. So this is the key amount of Warp around the place. The total Warp that's been burned, so this is quite a unique feature to the Warp Ohm, is that the 59.12 Warp has been burned. And this is this burn comes from when people break their stakes. They stake their Warp and they don't keep to their obligation. They get typically, if they do that early within a couple of hours, like 3 hours, I think it is, they get a penalty of 2%. Plus, also when you sell Warp on SushiSwap, there's a 5% seller's fee, and of course that goes into the Warp burn as well. That just reduces the amount of Warp that's on the market, and also encourages people to keep to their commitments as they stake and stuff. So pretty much that's how it works. The treasury balance is 1.4 million, so that's pretty good, and the total lock value 428,000. And of course that Warp treasury balance will be made up of stable coins, DAI and MAI, and also Warp itself. And of course, so the value of that would be moving around with the value of Warp. So as the price of Warp market price goes up and down, that will go up and down. That's the ways it works. So the current index is kind of like an era or an epoch. It's every 8 hours that ticks through. So at the moment, it's currently up at 1.15. So I guess that's 15 hours, almost 16 turnovers of the reward. So that goes to the stakers. So that's in here. So 1.15 every 8 hours that ticks over. There's 3 hours and 7 minutes to go. And then the interest that people, when they're staking, gets added to that. So that's how that works. And you can see that people are on Earth at the moment. So you spin around the Earth, pretty cool. You can stake and unstake as well. So pretty cool. So the return on that at the moment on Earth is 69,000%. There are going to be 4 other planets open up in season 1, but they are unknown at this stage. I believe that probably in 3.5 days, this planet will be unlocked. So 2 days after the shipbuilding is opened up. So at the moment, we're waiting for the Starship factory to open. And of course, man, people must be getting really keen to do that. That's for sure, because they've been buying parts. You can buy parts on OpenSea. You can bond, make investments basically in bond, and gets a discounted MAI. So bonds aren't the fact. The bonds are basically you bond, but you actually get you're actually buying Warp at a discount. So you're swapping your stable coins like Warp and DAI, DAI and MAI, and of course if you do Warp and DAI LP, you're swapping those over for Warp tokens, and of course you get it at a discount to market, so 15% or 10% depending on which one you use, and then you get paid out that Warp over a period of a day. So that's how that works. Okay, so over a period of 5 days. And of course, you can then claim that Warp as well. You can either claim it or just automatically stake it. And if you stake it, it will go to the staking page. So pretty cool. So that's bonds is where you get a discount to market basically. And the stake is where you stake. That's how simple that is. And of course, the stake returns at the moment are 9.36% over a 5-day period, which is pretty good, right? So nice on that. And of course, the APY from the planet is starts off at millions. And then comes down to thousands here. But your percentage return on investments actually stays pretty stable. So that's pretty cool. All right, so that's how that works. Obviously, the hanger is where whenever you do a bond, if you do $250 or more, you get a part of a ship. So you get ship parts. And, of course, if you got all these 4 parts, you'll have a whole ship. And, of course, then you can go and manage your starships. The hanger is offline at the moment. That's what we're waiting to open for. And then, of course, you can build a starship as well. And start a Starship factory so you can build up your starships. Pretty nice. And then, of course, you have to get fuel. So you'll need a fuel center as well to get more fuel. So that's pretty cool as well. So those are pretty much about the ships. And this is what's about to unlock is this stuff here, the Starship factory. This page here is what's about to unlock in 36 hours. Going to be super exciting. I know that so many people that are playing this and investing in this will be super excited about that. And then 2 days later, Planet will open up. So at the moment, this is the map. Once you get your ship up and running, you can send ships to these planets. You can have multiple ships and send them to multiple planets and really get the APY up. It's going to be pretty exciting. And of course, it's that second wave of the launch. It's going to be super awesome. So second wave is going to be the Starship hangar opening up. Sorry, the building the Starship factory. And then, of course, the third wave will be 2 days later, opening up a new planet. And, of course, you'll be able to put the planet into destination and send your Starship, select the Starship, and then select the planet, and then basically send the Starship on its way. And that's going to be pretty exciting. You can then go up to the dashboard, and, of course, you'll be able to see your Starships in transit. In other words, view your Starships currently en route, which is pretty exciting. No Starships in transit, so it's pretty awesome. And, of course, you can have your warp system status there down the bottom there. Pretty cool. And your summary here of everything that you've got, everything that you own in the system, how your investment's going will show up here. So that's pretty much an overview of Warp. And man, oh man, is it going to be exciting when this Starship factory opens in basically 36 hours. That is going to be pretty cool. The Starship factory, build a Starship, very cool. Start the factory. So at the moment it says no, it's offline, but that will be online in 36 hours. That's the big news. That's the biggest thing to happen since the launch. And that's just really, I would say, the biggest part of the launch. This is when you get to build the ships. And then the third part will be when other planets come on in season 1. Don't forget, they're going to have season 2 with more planets, season 3, etc. And of course, there's lots of strategic partners as well. It's going to be absolutely amazing to see that play out. All right, let's get into some of the comments here. We've got Andreas is in the house. Good morning, guys. Hey, great to see you. And Prana says the social gorillas are doing a great job with getting Twitter engagement. They are. The social gorillas on Axion doing fantastic. They also got a similar model on the Warps, which are doing a wonderful job there too, as you can see by the number of followers there. Prana says, hey, Andreas. Hey, Prana. And Prana says, I'm a Ruckus 3000. Also, just a reminder, says Prana. I know that, Prana. I know that you're Ruckus 3000. I had learned that a long time ago. There is Prana. Prana is around. Let me just jump over here. That's Prana there, Ruckus 3000, who's an OG. Very cool. So nice one. You're just testing me, Prana. You're testing me. But that's the way it goes. So pretty exciting, folks. Hope you guys are liking this because I think this is going to be pretty cool. Now, the other thing with Warp, of course, it's going to help build up a war chest for the Axion team. So it's basically the ecosystem's broader and broader. And, of course, there's a war chest thing there. Who knows what else is going to come down the line. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, talking back to just briefly to Axion is that we're looking forward to new launch partners and potentially household names. So looking forward to that. So here's the social gorillas outreach that Prana's talking about with the gorilla tweets. They're getting out there and absolutely killing it with the tweets. So very cool stuff. They're going out. Look at all stuff. Just getting out there. Also targeting influencers in the crypto space, getting them interested in stuff as well. And obviously advertising all the cool stuff that you can do. Up to 47% APR, for example, buy on CC Swap. Chance to win a 10x as much as Axion as you bought through the accelerator. Exclusive IDOs and airdrops. And these are going to be pretty cool going forward. So it adds a lot of value to your portfolio potentially. And, of course, visual class NFTs. So pretty cool. These gorillas are doing a wonderful job of advertising Axion. So nice. So really terrific stuff there. And you can see it goes all the way down. Look how much work these guys have been doing. Tons and tons of work. Very cool. And of course on Warp, I think they're doing a similar. I think they've got a similar thing happening there. And that's how they got their followers up so high. So pretty nice on that. I think not sure whether they got a feed for that. No, they don't have a specific feed, but that's pretty cool. All right. So Nicholas says, is Axion going to exchange to an exchange this year? Hey, we're still waiting for info on that. One exchange at least is on the cards. Some of us have speculated that that's going to be crypto.com. So we'll actually try and find out more about that. So I am going to be I'm not going to talk about it now, but I am going to try and hopefully have a surprise guest on the show at some stage. And we'll talk about some of those things. Let's put it that way. Try to keep a bit of mystery on the live stream. You know how we roll. And Nicholas, are the Warp from pre-sale ready to claim? They are. I believe they're available to claim. If you're talking about through Warp, if you've gone through Warp, I'd go through the Warp here. You should be able to get access to those on OpenSea. They should be hidden. If you've got a wallet, they should show up at your wallet under the hidden placeholder. So that's something you can check out. I'm not sure whether I've got. I'm not sure if I've got OpenSea on this computer opened up. So we might just leave that at that. But definitely, I'll look at the OpenSea tomorrow probably. or the following day, and we'll have a good look through that. I'll definitely be covering the warp, the Starship factory opening on the warp, so I'll definitely covering that as well. Now, I do believe the Axion Starships had some Starships for the pre-sale. So let me just go through here. Yeah, this was out. So this was on the 26th of January. Warp Starship parts have been sent out to all Axion launch participants 24 hours remaining till the warp goes live. So that was pretty cool. They said if you do not see your parts, go to the hidden tab on the OpenSea wallet. So that's pretty much there. So maybe there's the link that you're after. I'm not sure. And Prana says there wasn't a pre-sale for warp. No, I'm thinking Nicholas is talking about the OpenSea one. For Axion to be listed on a centralized legal work needs to be done, and it takes a very long time. No updates on that yet, says Andreas. So Andreas is in the Axion team there, Nicholas, and Andreas is saying that there's still work to be done on that. Now, typically, when you go to an exchange like KuCoin, you'll have to have a letter saying that you're not a security. Typically, you need a lawyer or a legal firm to do something like that. Now, Wise did that by public fundraising to get that, and that cost them a bit of money to do that. So I guess the team is still working on that, possibly through one of their strategic partners that they've had through the Launchpad, may be able to help them with that. So they'll be working on that. I'm thinking of Securitas in that point of view, but I'm not sure what approach that the team is using to try and proceed that. Prana says there was ship part NFTs offered through Axion launch, yeah, and this is the link here. If you want to get to that, Nicholas, if that was you, if that's what you're actually referring to for Axion holders, then this is the link here. And I'll also post the link to the message just in case you want to read that in full. But this was what we understand too. Bam. So that's the notice there, Nicholas. Hopefully that helps you out. But yeah, definitely under the hidden tab at OpenSea, you should be able to see your wallets if you got one through the Axion launch as well. So the winners of Axion Starships will get their ships sent to them after launch, which is already launched. So they're there. They're sitting on OpenSea. Warp is launching in less than 24 hours. Now, the other thing, of course, on the Warp bond, you have to actually build your Starship. So this has got to open up, and you'll have your parts. Where to get the parts there? So let me jump back to your parts. So you got the parts on this first tab. It's got all your parts. So you've got a hull, a bridge, an engine, and a fuel cell. And of course, you have to build a Starship. So you have to, I guess, put the parts together to do that. There are a couple of different Starships in the making, I believe. Let's go back to here. We'll go to ships. I believe it's on the main website here. Remember, the links to this is in the video description, so you can get access to this. So those are the parts, of course. And of course, these are the ships for season 1. So I'm still not completely sure how these get formed when you set up a warp bond, when you build your ship in a factory. But these are the ships that are available: Shuttle, Dragonfly, Hercules, Horizon, Javelin, Viper, and there's going to be more soon. Now, I'm not sure whether they're just randomly given to you. I'm still not familiar myself. So, Prana, if you know anything more about that, Andreas, let me know in the chat how these ships are determined when you go into factory. So it's pretty interesting. Nicholas says, we do not see it yet, but Axion is giving to stakers a lot of Axion token every day. Last payout to stakers was 33 minutes ago. Mind-blowing payouts are daily. Fantastic. Hey, Nicholas, nice one. Big shout out to you for that. So, yeah, true. So you are getting paid out your Axion and, of course, Wrap Bitcoin divs. So pretty nice on that. Let's have a look at the price again for Axion, 0003631. And I don't know, that looks like it's definitely a pretty good buying opportunity there at the moment. All right, so let's have a look. We're going to jump away from there. I think that's probably it for the announcements. Let's have a look at we're going to go back to Axion just quickly. Jump away from that. We're going to go to Axion Twitter. And we're just going to quickly see what the Axion official's been doing. Got 23 messages, so I might jump past all those. There's far too many to read in the live stream. But let's go back to today. I know that they typically do about 3 or 4 messages a day. So Axion Galaxy Stake NFTs are almost here. So that's a big news. Okay, so that's something I haven't covered. So every stake that you have in Axion is going to become a Galaxy NFT, and it's going to have its own unique galaxy applied to it based on how the stake is. So that's really exciting. So that is definitely coming. We know there's 4 things at least are coming near term. The 10 video investors video series from the marketing director, the potentially 1 or 2 launch partners, and one of them potentially could be very big as a household name coming into crypto. And number 3 is Galaxy Stakes NFTs. as well. So it's pretty exciting. And number 4, I just skipped number 4. I've just forgotten what number 4 is, but there's a 4th one that's coming as well. And of course, that doesn't include potential community vote around the accelerator bonuses. So nice. So very, very cool. It's another big, it's either go big or really big. Oh, there's going to be, sorry, the website's getting refreshed. That's number 4. The video is getting refreshed. There we are. Got to remember that. So nice. Valentine's Day is almost here. Get some heart Axion. Nice. And senior bullish Axion. Nice. So some pretty cool stuff coming from the team. Let's wrap things up. We've got 45 minutes. Let's go through some of the comments. Prana says, I think the ship parts are random from different archetypes. I think you are going to have to get the correct archetypes through OpenSea. I'm not sure. Okay, that's interesting. And Prana says, I don't think you can mix a pirate ship part with the dragon ship part. Okay, that's pretty interesting. So you're kind of saying that they're going to be different from these, from the parts. So these parts here, you got these parts, but it's interesting. Yeah, I'm still not fully sure yet. That's still not fully sure how these ships work. But interesting. But hey, it's part of the fun, learning, isn't it? Learning how that works. So very cool on that. 40,000 parts, 10,000 unique Starships, NFT functionality unlocked at launch. So pretty exciting. I actually like this one. This Horizon looks pretty funky, if you ask me. That looks pretty cool. What else we got there? I like this one here. It looks like it spins around a little bit too. The Viper's kind of very, very funky. What else? Yeah, they're all pretty nice looking ships, to be honest. Bit of fun to look at. So yeah. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. Let's read Nicholas's final comment. Nicholas says Galaxy Stake NFTs is coming with an upgrade to a website together. They're both coming, but probably at different times. Nicholas, we have seen the sneak peeks of the website. If you watched my last live stream 2 days ago, we looked at some of those sneak peeks there, Nicholas. Have a shares future price will be awesome for Axion price because everyone will focus on share stakes. Yeah, well, that's the Galaxy NFT stakes potentially may be tradable. We'll see whether that happens or not. I would like to see some modeling before, if they do unleash that. I'd like to see some modeling about that, the financial impact on the accelerator. So it would be definitely something worth looking at. All right, I think that's probably it. We've probably covered everything for today, but we're going to definitely cover APR probably, if not tomorrow, the next day, and we'll be covering the Warp actual opening of the Warp Starship factory. We'll be covering that too. So there's 2 things to look forward to when we looked at that. We're going to try and do more of a bigger breakdown of the annual percentage return and for Axion, and of course the launch of the Starship factory. That should be a lot of fun stuff. All right, hope you enjoyed this one, folks, and thanks very much to the Axion Token members. Also, thanks very much for all of you watching now. It's going to be a lot of fun, and man, Axion price is looking very attractive. Thanks for watching. If you're new to Axion, of course, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. And yeah, more great content coming for sure. We're going to be lots more collaborations. It's going to be a fun time. Thanks for watching. I'm going to post some emojis, of course, you know me. Bam. All right. Thanks for watching. There we are. Let's post some of these. And we're going to get into, we'll go here. I've got to, actually, I'm going to upgrade some of the emojis for the Axion Token members. So we're going to have upgraded emojis coming for the Axion Token members. It's going to be a lot of fun. Takes care, says Superman, says Prana, and everybody. Nice one. We've got those emojis. And special shout out, obviously, special shout out to Crypto Casino and John. I think John was in there too. So look at John. Yeah, special shout out to John Atkins as well. But onwards and upwards, it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, take care now. See you in the Discord. I will be there. Bye for now.